I just decided to roll my pants up and come see him. What's up, dude? Very handsome Florida cottonmouth, chilling on an island. Oh, hello. My brother in Christ. You don't need to be hostile with me. Whoa, he's in the water with me now. Good morning, everybody. It's mid-March in South Georgia, and I am headed down to the coastal plain today to help Ben Seguinga with some eastern box turtle surveys. I got quite a long drive ahead of me, but I might stop and flip a few roadside boards along the way. But otherwise, I will see you guys when we get out in the field. Well, that was a fast flip. Look at that. That is a very, very pretty gray rat snake, but he is unfortunately deep in shed. What the heck? He's so cool looking. That is a really cool first snake of the day. Definitely a bummer that he's so deep in shed, because I got a feeling that would be one of the nicest rat snakes I've ever found in Georgia with a fresh shed. Well, that's kind of what we're looking for. There's a box turtle shell. This is from a long dead turtle. Look at the size of this guy. The big southern toad I just flipped. He's very big. Whoop. He's very big and very dark. What a creature. All right, everyone. Well, it has been a pretty slow morning so far. Been doing a lot of cricket frog looking, and we've seen 2 racers that got away, but no snakes, no living box turtles. A couple of dead box turtles, old shells in the woods, but nothing alive yet. Hopefully that'll change. All right, guys, I just spotted the first snake we've gotten in hand of the day. We've lost a couple racers, but nice little banded. I almost said broad-banded water snake. This is not a broadband, just a banded. But he does have a little bit of a different look to him, so I keep wanting to call him a broadband. But just a kind of different looking banded water snake than what we usually see. And also he's got that like early season kind of muddy look. The creek is working. We got a cottonmouth. Very nice. Oh yeah. There's cottonmouth number 2. Another pretty beefy one. And here's another one. That one is so golden. Look at that. What a cotton. All right, everybody, time to try some night shining, because the daytime herping was not the move today. It wasn't terrible, but it also was quite slow, so hopefully that means nighttime activity will be okay. We shall see. Ben caught a huge pickerel in the net. Look at that. What a beast. There's a banded water snake. Yeah.
Oh, there's a dead amphibia.
Oh, sure enough. I wonder if there was a mud snake eating that before I showed up. Ow! Wow.
They're all good mud snakes, snappable sizes. One was up here. There's just like balls of them.
Wow. Get some video of that. Oh, there's one right here as well. All right, well, we have a net full of 2-toed amphiumas. We've seen quite a few of these already. They're quite abundant here at the moment, but we're looking for what eats these guys ideally. There are so many trapped amphiuma here tonight. Really hoping to see a mud snake, but the only thing we've seen so far is one Nerodia. There's a leech party going on too. Look at this. It is insane how many of these things are out tonight. More than I've ever seen, for sure. And they're all tiny. Let's see if I can find another one. There we go.
He's actually got like little scabby things. I usually never see stuff on them.
Yeah, the ones I find here always have some kind of blistering like that. All right, there's the black swamp snake I flipped alongside a Nerodia. This guy is a little beat up, but hopefully we'll find a bigger, more colorful one that doesn't have so many spots on him. But this is Ben's first at this spot, so nice highlight to the night if we don't see anything else. Oh, wow, Amphiuma party. Look at that. Yeah, we found a few Amphiumas so far tonight. There's a few more. That's ridiculous, and they're all tiny. What was that? Oh, different Nerodia, nice. That one's prettier. That's a really pretty Nerodia. This guy kind of seems like he's acting a little weird. I can't tell if he's just sleeping or what, but he might just be sleeping. That dude is eating well, to say the least. Oh man, this place is beautiful. Even if we don't find anything else on day 2, I'm just stoked to walk around out here again. I mean, this property is just incredible. Look at this. Let's get to it. It's day 2 out here, and we are once again looking for new box turtles for an ongoing Orianne Society project, studying the eastern box turtle on this particular property. So we're trying to capture animals so that they can track them in the future. So that's once again the goal for today. Let's get to it. Well, it's gonna be even hotter today than it was yesterday, unfortunately. So I'm kind of down here in a more seepagey area. Could be really good for salamanders, but it definitely seems like the kind of place a box turtle would hang out to me. So we'll poke around down here, maybe see some salamanders and hopefully a turtle. All right, I see our first snake of the day. Not too surprising that it's a cottonmouth sitting on an island out there. Considering that's about all we saw yesterday, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get much closer to this guy without soaking myself, but there we go, nice cottonmouth. I just decided to roll my pants up and come see him. What's up, dude? Very handsome Florida cottonmouth, chilling on an island. Oh, hello. My brother in Christ. You don't need to be hostile with me. Whoa, he's in the water with me now. All right, guess I'll go back to where I can see where I'm stepping. Here's a new species for the trip. Nice 3-line salamander. Definitely the first time I've seen this species in this county. I'll just get a quick voucher and leave him right there. And the next log over has another one. I'm gonna replace these guys' logs. Oh, there's one in the log too. Look at his tail. I know, that's actually kind of neat. This is a southern ringneck from the area of their range where they actually look different. You can see he's got a very, very orange ring as opposed to the yellow ring we see up north. And then a little bit more orange on the belly than we're used to. And holy crap, is he good at pooping. I mean, he is a ringneck after all. We'll get a voucher shot and put him back. But very, very pretty. Neon orange ring on that guy. Gorgeous. Whoa. We got a termite nuptial flight going on. At least I think that's what this is. Look at this. That is crazy. Nature is quite the spectacle. And here we have the second of the 3 Eurycia species that should be on this property, Surigera, the common southern 2-line salamander. And the final one we haven't seen is the dwarf salamander, and we might not see one of those. They're a little bit tougher. Well, the most exciting thing snake-wise that's just happened. I noticed this shed going down into a stump, and I looked down in there, and you can't see him now, but there was a baby diamondback that had just finished crawling out of that skin. That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. We'll pull the shed out and get a better look at it. The snake is probably gone though. All right, here's the shed up close. You can see the head and that it's definitely a diamondback. But it was so weird looking sitting there because it's not really often at all you see any kind of snake actively shedding. In fact, I think that might only be the second time I've really seen that before. I can only think of one other time, and it was with a copperhead. Very, very weird. Well, I'm definitely bummed we didn't get a good look at the diamondback or any look in video, but it was cool to see that shed. I mean, that was just one of the coolest observations I've had in a long time, actually seeing a baby diamondback come out of its shed like that. It's just so weird and random and cool. I mean, I can't even think of the last time I even found a diamondback shed, and I found one today with a diamondback attached to it. That's just so it just feels so lucky to see something like that. There's another cottonmouth.
Yeah. Great, eh? Good size.
Good cottonmouth day. Again, there's another one. And he lives here. Beautiful. Well, guys, we might be wrapping up today soon. It's getting kind of late and it's really hot right now. And on top of that, I do have to drive home today and do some editing so that I can be out again tomorrow as usual. So I have to cut my time short today so that we can have more time in the field later this week. By far the coolest part of the weekend for me, I think, has just been being on this property. I mean, look at this tree I'm currently standing on. This is a massive live oak, and it just splinters off in every direction. So much structure provided by this one tree that we act as a society, we act like trees are renewable resources, which they are, but the ecosystems created by old growth trees are not renewable resources within a human lifespan. I mean, this is the kind of thing that once this tree is cut down for whatever reason or it falls, it's going to take hundreds of years to replace what this tree provides with another tree of equal size. And even then, if the tree doesn't burn in the right places, doesn't decompose in the right places, it just won't provide the same benefit that this particular tree does, or any given tree. Because the decomposition process, the animals that make holes in the tree, like woodpeckers, all of those things play a big part in how valuable a tree is for the ecosystem, especially for wildlife in particular. You can see these ferns growing on this tree. These are some kind of resurrection fern. And you can also see they're growing all the way up at the very top. So that's even another plant species that is largely dependent on big, old live oak trees. You can see it follows the whole length of the tree, pretty much all the way up to the top on every branch. Finally. There we go, on the way back to the car. It definitely feels good to get redemption on the last one getting away. I'm going to try not to move this one until everyone else gets here to see it in situ, but very, very cool. Second diamondback of the day, both in a new county for me. Look at this guy. He just moved to look at us. That is about the same size of the one we watched shed, or watched finish shedding. So it's like 80 degrees out right now, if you're wondering why this guy is sitting where he's sitting. It's quite toasty. Way too warm to be sitting in direct sun comfortably for me or for a snake. I'm roasting right here. But that is very satisfying to actually get a look at one after losing that guy down the stump earlier. All right, we're gonna leave this little cutie right there and continue with our day. But like I said, we might be wrapping up kind of soon. It's toasty. We've all been at this all day for 2 days straight. Is he twitching his head like a pygmy right now? What is this thing doing? Is he getting attacked by ants or something? Maybe he's just very mad. He's doing some weird stuff. I've never seen that before. And that diamondback was the last thing we saw before I had to head home. But it was a fun weekend exploring an absolutely beautiful property, even if we didn't accomplish the main goal of finding box turtles. And we only saw a few snakes, but at least they were pretty cool. Really pretty cottonmouths and a couple of nice diamondbacks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.